How's everybody doing? We'll try to make a large 12-inch point out of this piece of glass. It's 1 inch thick. It's a glass tile. The color's blue. It's a pretty royal blue. Basically the same glass as the Woody Blackwell Ross that he just pictured on his website and various other sites. Just a piece of art. We'll be using copper, nothing fancy. I use 3 different size billets, copper, and grinding wheel from a braider, just a regular rubber pad from a pressure flaking issue stick, and I have a smaller flaker that I use, which I probably won't use till the very end. But we'll give it a shot and see what happens. Stay tuned. A lot of small flakes flying. You need to be in a vented area for sure. We're not trying to do anything pretty here. We're just trying to get a nice edge all the way around, so we can start building some convexity over this flat surface. Basically, I'm just trying to pull the flakes off the slab. I'm not trying to shoot any in. I'm just trying to rake the edge and pull them off. That sound must be the mating call for the mosquitoes, because man, they are swarming now. We all know I'm not going to make a 6-inch wide piece, so I don't have to worry about losing a little bit of my width to build my convexity up. If you notice, you see all that dust flying by me. I got a fan over there, and it's kind of hot out here too, so but that keeps a lot of that dust off me. Keeps it going that way. Shoot it down here. Probably just try to get them all in here. A lot of people get concerned about keeping it just perfect and getting it all done and making it right. When you're at this stage, you're going to be miles past it whenever you finish. So I just try to get it started, and if I can build that convexity up on both sides, then I'm good. I'm not all into running ridges and doing all that yet. That's whenever I get closer to the finished product is when I start getting more defined with my ridges and keeping a good flake, not having these little hinged out flakes here. I want them to go in and feather out where they're nice and smooth, not where they hinge. Some people asked about grinding. What is grinding? Well, once you hit this rock, you create an edge there that's so fine. I mean, it's just a razor. See, it just cut. Whereas when you hit that with your bopper, it's just going to crush off. you're not going to have a good flake. You're not going to store no energy and carry it. So we grind, get rid of that sharp edge, and then we have a blunt spot. And from there is our platform instead of some real fine edge that we hit. This here will carry the flake further, and this here will just crush and cause a hinge. We're not looking for hinges. Just trying to get one side real nice and smooth. So when I get ready to take a bigger hinge, a bigger hinge, I'll probably create a bigger hinge. When I get ready to create a bigger flake, in my thinning process here soon, they'll be nice and smooth. I don't want to do a lot of thinning from the ends. And you don't want to be beating on this thing whenever you get it thin on the end. Whew. Just asking for trouble. Can't tell you how many points I broke by beating them on the end. And be finished with the point. And then think I need to do something else to it. You have to be aware of where your platforms are. You have to stay below your center line to keep the point from breaking. You keep all that shock out of the point. And if I get above it, I'll show you what happens. Set this flake up. I'm gonna try to just create me something with a little ridge, not a lot, just a little. See, I took it too deep and I just created a hinge. So that just means that I got to work a little harder next time to get that out. So I got rid of most of that hinge there I had. Now Woody did send me an email. I have to admit, I am going to cheat a little bit. He did send me an email and tell me a little bit of secrets about making those the Ross blades. So see if I can use a couple of them here on the, since we're going to try to make a Ross blade, to demonstrate that he was correct. And it's starting to take a little shape, and make use of your platforms since you created some, instead of wasting your width. Alright, now we're going to be a little serious about what we're doing, because once you get the blade thinner and thinner and thinner and thinner, you run out of your width because you're getting the edge too fine. You can't hardly take big flakes. So we're going to start, and we're going to remove a good flake from back here. Hopefully take this out and get rid of that hinge. And I'm going to do that with an isolated platform. Relief flake, platform. And I'm going to take that, go underneath this hinge fracture, come in, came to here. I got most of that hinge out of the way. So we'll move on to the next one. We'll just walk it on down.